Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Udaku Africa. It looks like FIDA, the Federation of Women Lawyers in Kenya, is set to institute legal proceedings against DK Kwenye Meat and Hope Kid over alleged sexual exploitation accusations should the victim choose to pursue a legal route. FIDA, in a statement posted to Twitter on Friday, February 1st, categorically stated that, and I quote, FIDA Kenya is appalled to read about the inhuman and degrading incidents to a young woman allegedly committed by DK Kwenye Meat. It is disheartening that a section of society is condemning the action. Statements by alleged perpetrators have also been brought to our attention. FIDA is reaching out to the young woman to offer legal support. With instructions from her, we will ensure that the perpetrators are arraigned in court. Such heinous crimes do not only warrant an apology but stringent measures. Violence against women must stop. At FIDA Kenya is calling upon the ODPP Kenya to investigate the matter. End of quote. It is still unclear what grounds FIDA will rely on to file a strong case. In case you're wondering what the story behind these legal body statements are, sit back and let me just pour this tea for you. There has been an uproar on social media after a young woman accused DK Kwenye Meat, whose real name by the way is David Kilonzo, of knowingly infecting her with sexually transmitted diseases. According to various sources, the alleged victim is an Nakuru-based lady in her early 20s who claims that she met the musician online a few years ago and that they met a few months later in the singer's home in Nairobi, where he had unprotected sex with her. This was while all the time knowing very well that he was, a living incubator for her peace. Let me sip some of this tea. According to the lady, that was the second sexual encounter with the musician. The singer did not confirm or deny the lady's accusations of having infected her with STDs. Actually, if anything, DK Kwenye Meat has since then issued a public apology, both in statement and in video. Here is a snippet of the apology video that DK has done. And to support him, for information, the gospel artist Saizait, who, by the way, has a daughter, was right by his side. Let me just show you that snippet and come back with the rest of my commentary. Anyway, going back to the rest of this story, you remember I mentioned that this is not the alleged victim's first encounter with DK. In the first encounter, this of course is according to the lady, DK Kwenye Meat was in the company of another gospel musician. Who is this gospel musician? Hope Kid. He also allegedly got intimate with her, as in they had a threesome. The men used protection on her during their maiden encounter. Hope Kid has also owned up to his end of the problem, and he has quote unquote apologized for his past mistakes, just like DK Kwenye Meat. So I'm sure by now you're wondering where the bone of contention between this lady and the two gospel artists comes from, seeing as though she willingly carried herself from her hometown in Nakuru to the hands of these newly identified sexual predators. According to her, the musician was fully aware that he was an STD carrier. Can you imagine when he was getting intimate with her? And by the way, Kenyan law stipulates grave punishment for people who knowingly infect their partners with the STD, and most notably HIV. Accordingly, this is actually in the law, but then in the Constitution, Section 26(1)(c) of Kenya's Sexual Offences Act. I don't know how to read this particular, constitutional section, says any person who, having actual knowledge that he or she is infected with HIV or any other life-threatening sexually transmitted disease, intentionally, take note of the word intentionally, infects another person with any sexually transmitted disease shall be guilty of an offense, whether or not he or she is married to that other person, and shall be liable, upon conviction of guilt, to imprisonment for a term of not less than 15 years. So DK Kwenye Meat is actually facing not less than 15 years. The law also says that the accused will be subjected to medical tests and his medical history monitored to prove the truth value in a plaintiff's claim. So far, it remains unclear whether the lady who alleges that she was suicidal after learning of her STIs would pursue legal channels. Anyway, as per usual, Kenyan tweeps were sure to give their very strong opinions on what they think about this situation, and of course, I was able to get a few snippets of their comments on Twitter. As a disclaimer, you know how hard Kenyans can go, You know how hard Kenyans can go. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy. So that's what court netizens had to say about this entire situation, and I guess we'll have to watch and wait to see if the alleged victim will pursue any legal charges against the two gospel artists. Please tell me what you think about all this. Don't forget to comment and subscribe and share this video if you actually care. And thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all the next time. Bye bye. Thank you.